Hello, my name is David with Steelhead Technologies, and today I'm going to give a brief overview on contract review in Steelhead. Contract review in Steelhead is a powerful tool to allow you to review the job before it is released into production, or you can have it at any step of the process to make a review of steps, processes, specs, any inputs you want to add. This contract review step can be added anywhere in your process and can be used to make sure a job is signed off on before moving along. So if I go to a process here, we have added contract review to our anodizing process, and we see we have receiving, and once an operator or an employee moves the work order into contract review, this is where a sign off is required. So it's a contract review node, and on this node you can assign on this node or step you can assign certain users that have permission to sign off on this job. So you see the list of users that we have granted permission to sign off on the job. We have also added a specific sign off to anodizing. So on the anodizing step, we have added users to this step as well, and they would need to sign off on the contract review step before the job can be moved along as well. So this is a way to have your lead or supervisor ensure the job is set up correctly ahead of time, so there's no mistakes or any reason for wrongdoing on the floor once the job gets to anodizing. So here I'm going to go to work boards and contract review. We have a contract review step on this work board. I'm going to search my purchase order number, and here we have the job here for part number BP123, quantity of 12, and you see the contract review icon showing this one requires review before it can move along. If I tried to move the parts without doing it, you can see we have an error for missing contract reviews. So now we must go in and look at this job. So if I open up contract review, this is going to be different than any other work board in which their recipe tree is shown on the left side. You can see every step of the process. And then you have additional capability of editing the work order recipe, adding notes to any step, or adjusting specs on the job. So if I start here at contract review, you see part number information. You can see the applied specs on the job with the list there. There are two required sign-offs, which we saw on the process tree, that is contract review, and also an anodized sign-off. You can add work order comments for anyone to see down the process. Also edit the work order recipe, so if you want to add or remove steps. And also you can adjust the part number specs. So maybe we know this part number doesn't need a minimum value of 5 minutes for soak clean. Let's adjust that or bump that down to 2 minutes. It doesn't need to be in there for as long. So we adjust it to 2 and click save. And we have just edited this soak clean time for this part number and this job in real time. Now if I go down to the left menu here and scroll down the process tree, you can add instructions to any step. So add inspection. Oh, we see there's instructions already for inspection. It looks good. Maybe unracking, we want to add a note for the operator. So I'm going to add a note or description to the unracking step, and just to make sure they know to unrack these parts with care, and click save. And now this view here is exactly what the operator will see on their work board when these parts arrive at their area. So they will see the instructions that you add for them ahead of time. If I go back up to the contract review step, we saw how we added or edited the spec. If we need to add a step or remove a step from just this work order recipe, I can edit it from here. So maybe we know after the anodizing portion and before inspection, these parts need a little bit of handwork. I can go in there and add a step to the process. I'm going to add the handwork step and click save. And now between anodizing and inspection, the parts will go to handwork for some extra prep. If I save this step, now we are good to go. And down on the left side, you see the handwork step, and I can add in notes or instructions here as well if needed. You can also attach videos or pictures here with the upload process node file option. So there's the option to give that visual for your operators as well. So now everything, let's say this whole job is good to go. We can go back to contract review. I'm going to sign off on contract review. It's going to be recorded who signed off on it and at what time. And since I also have permission to review the anodized portion, I'm going to pass that as well. And now, since contract review is signed off on, we can move the parts into production and start the job as necessary. Thank you for watching this video on contract review, and if you have any questions on it or anything related to Steelhead, please reach out to our team. Thank you.